Surveillance code 04000201. Visual feedback unavailable. Auditory systems online. Time of day 22:46. Beginning replay.
What the? At this hour? Oh, Princess Octavia, what brings you here?
Is James here?
No, sorry. Did you wanna talk with him?
Sort of. Do you know when he will come back?
Sadly, no.
Oh, well, sorry for bothering you.
Come now, Octavia. You're not bothering me at all. Would you like to come inside?
Oh, I shouldn't. I only planned to be here shortly if James was here.
Maybe I can pass your message back to him when he returns.
It's not really something you can pass on. I just wanted to try something.
Well, now I'm very curious. You sure you don't want to stay for a bit? Maybe James will come back soon.
Are you sure?
There is no harm. You're a guest here.
If you say so.
Great. I can brew up some tea for us.
That actually does sound really nice right about now.
Do you have a favorite kind?
I do like this kind with apple cinnamon.
Ah, good taste. My name is Ivan, by the way. Have a seat there.
Is it just me, or is it a bit chilly in here?
Oh, that. It's something with the ventilation. James likes it that way. I am not bothered since, well, I'm always in a fur coat.
Right.
I can make it warmer if you want.
Oh, I don't want to make you change it just for me. If James wants it this way, I'll be fine.
Alright. I'm sure the tea will warm you up then.
Thank you, Ivan.
So, have you been?
I'm doing fine. There's some family things happening, and I wanted to get away from it all for a little.
Ah, I see. How is your father?
I haven't really spoken with him recently.
That's odd. I could have sworn you are on good terms.
It's complicated, really.
Well, hopefully I can give you this escape you're looking for.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Is that why you came here? To talk with James about the family matters?
Not exactly. I wanted to test something out. Just, bring myself some closure on something.
Interesting. Would you mind sharing?
Oh,
If it's something private, I don't want to be rude. My apologies.
It's not that. How do you know James?
I work with him. Well, sort of. Sometimes he give me things to do and I just listen.
So, you just work for him?
Well, it's not like a boss and employee thing. We sort of just stick together and things work out.
But you still do things for him, like a normal employee.
I don't see myself that way, and I'm sure James doesn't either. I do things for him because he's smart. Very smart. If I do my job right and fast, his plans never fail. I benefit from that too.
And what does he make you do?
Well, I can't say much. Privacy and security and shut up. He just give me jobs to do and I do them. For example, talking with some subjects or keeping an eye on others.
Right.
Here is your tea. Enjoy.
Thank you. How did you meet him?
James?
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a long story, but I will make it short. When first I came to hell, I was stuck, eating from trash and sleeping in streets. Ironic for what I look like, eh? After a few weeks, James found me in a pretty bad shape. He said that we could help each other. He started out making me spy on powerful people, using information to blackmail, get money, and then help him get a strong footing. After that, James began to include me in his personal work of holding meetings with his subjects. The rest is history.
How long ago was this?
Maybe like 8 to 10 years. I lost I lost counting, to be honest.
Is that when James came to hell?
No. That was my arrival. James was here before me.
How long?
I don't know. He never told me. You're asking a lot of questions about him.
That's kind of why I came here. I wanted to know more.
Well, maybe I can tell you what I know.
Will James be angry with you?
I don't think so. He's never been the aggressive kind. Just stern.
Alright. Some time ago, I went to speak with him myself. Me being of Azgubicha descent, I saw James differently than I normally would have. I used a power to look at him in a deeper way. What I saw completely froze me.
I listened to the tape of your meeting with James. I could tell you were shaken.
I came home and drew what I saw as fast as I could out of fear I'd forget some detail, but it's not like there were any details to forget.
What did you see?
It was unlike anything I'd ever seen. The way he was sitting in that chair.
Maybe you can draw him again, now that you have a better idea?
I can try, but I don't know if I have a better or worse understanding of what I saw.
What were you planning to do if James was here?
I was going to use that power again, but in a more concentrated way. Really try to focus and make sense of anything I can. I've lost sleep over this, and I just want to get this out of my head. The sooner I do, the sooner I can sleep without nightmares on my head spinning over what I saw that day.
I see now.
But a part of me is saying I shouldn't. That I'll see something I'm not ready for.
Is that clairvoyance thing you talked about in your meeting?
Exactly.
Just out of curiosity, what do you see in me?
I can tell you. Oh. That's curious.
What?
I can see basically everything. Your beliefs, your soul, your memories, and time in the living world. Ugh, not the prettiest thing, sorry. But this one part, it's like...
What?
Everything is completely fine, but there's this weird spot I can't figure out. It's like... Imagine a drop of black ink on a canvas full of color.
Huh. Weird. I feel fine though.
I don't know what to say. Other than that, you're normal.
Is the dark spot the only thing you saw with James?
Yes, but every part of him was that darkness. I don't know if he's even a sinner. He might even be something completely different. Here's a quick sketch.
Asta kurva.
What do you make of it?
It looks like some kind of tree? With some sort of cloak on the branches? Is that what you saw?
Not entirely, but this is still kind of close.
So, let's say that you are right. Let's say James is not a sinner, but some kind of otherworldly monster. Does that change anything?
Well, yeah, I've done research in my dad's library, and there's nothing about those kinds of things. The closest thing I could find was this one book about creating monsters, using either magic or alchemy.
You think James is some kind of lab creation?
I don't know. There's nothing concrete. And I'm just trying to understand something. Anything.
Well, from what I heard of your tape, you talked about portal traveling between rings and the living world. Maybe that's something you can think about?
I remember that. He sounded like he wanted to return to the living world.
Interesting.
And he has that X on his neck.
The X?
It's the part of a person that ties to how they perished.
Huh. But how come I don't have an X?
I don't know. I can see that you... Oh god. Drowned in a sewer?
That clairvoyance sure is handy.
Maybe there's a certain way a person has to die.
I wouldn't be surprised. Want a refill?
Yes, thank you. Ivan?
Yes?
Please don't tell James we talked here. I don't know what he'll do if he gets angry at you and me for snooping around.
James won't do anything to harm me. I know him. It doesn't matter if he's some monster or a sinner. Let me make this clear. He could be the biggest evil in existence, and I wouldn't really care. I still see him the same. He's just a man who wants to learn.
Alright. Is there anything else you can tell me about him? Or maybe his work? Just one thing I can work with. Please, Ivan.
It's not that I want, Your Highness. It's that I can't. You're not the only one James keeps secrets from. Let me explain. As much as I know, this is what we do. We hold interviews with certain people, organize information broking, and make profit from selling information that can be sold. Anything we learn from interviews is special. That info is kept secret and stashed. Only James knows what happens to it once the recordings are done. He lets me listen to them so that I may learn how to hold these type of meetings. But then he stores them away. Information like territory weak spot, gang points of interest, and warfare plans we sell for good money. As James put it, human emotion is profitable.
That's horrible.
That kind of stuff is below us. How it's not in our way. His words, not mine. Do you understand what he means?
Yes, but that's terrible. He keeps meeting information secret, but has no problem giving information that leads to violence and death?
Well, it keeps us alive and...
But what about James?
That's all I know with our work. With James himself, what he does outside of work and why is all unknown to me.
He doesn't tell you anything?
Nope, nothing about himself or Zip.
That doesn't bother you?
Not really. We get along just fine.
But do you ever wonder what James even is? Where he comes from, or why he won't tell you anything?
Not really. Although I have thought about it. Everyone has secrets, even him. But I do have one idea.
Yes?
I am not supposed to share this with anyone, but there is something which might be a lead on your curiosity.
What is it?
Follow me.
Whoa.
Welcome to the record room. This is where all the meetings and other special cassettes are stored.
Wow. What are those white ones?
Those are his special tapes. They are all about the most important subjects like 001, 021, 099, etc.
Oh.
Alright, here we are.
What's on this one?
Before I let you listen to this, you have to promise me something.
Anything.
If this tape ends up being proof, you have to stop this search for answers.
Why?
Let me finish. Whatever you may find, you have to stop looking after. I'm showing you this, so you can learn and then not go any further. James wants to stay hidden and not affect anything that anyone does, if he finds out that you are here and looking for answers. It's best if you keep everything to yourself.
Alright, I can do that.
When James and I first started working together, we investigated a strange event that took place here. James called it the shifting. The ground would start shaking and cracks begin to appear in the ground. James had me find these cracks and document where they were.
How come I've never heard of this?
You don't believe me?
No, I do. I can see you're not lying. But how come...
Most people in hell during that time are likely dead by now. No one to tell the story, and those who survived the next exterminations have either forgotten or don't really care. Probably because they weren't affected in any way.
Alright, go on.
I ended up finding a crack big enough to fit my arm inside. Before I wrote down the location, I heard some strange noises coming from it. I got closer and it got louder. I don't know why, but I immediately took one of James' tape recorders and I stuck it into the hole. I recorded for a bit and I pulled it out. This is what I heard.
What the...
I came back the next day and the crack was gone. They all were. James had made them all go away somehow. I personally think that those cracks led to a place below hell.
This is...
Shh. I think he's back.
Fuck!
Ivan, you here?
Yes, I'm just doing some reorganizing.
Did you make some tea?
I need to go. I've changed my mind.
What is that?
My spellbook. I'm getting out.
Ivan, can you come here, please?
Shit, my drawing! I left it on the table.
Pathetic.
I'm so sorry.
It's alright. Just go. I will be fine.
Ivan,
Take me home.
Ivan, what have I told you about leaving things on the kitchen counter? The least you can do is clean up after yourself. The tea box and wrappers are still out.
Oh, I'm sorry, James. Must have forgotten.
Clean it up. I'm heading upstairs. I need some sleep.
Alright. Welcome home.
and there's nothing about those kinds of things. The closet thing, the closet thing? Did I just say the closet thing? Okay. Fuck.
We hold interviews with certain people, organize information, broking, and we make, bazd meg. Így van, hát honnan tudtad, hogy we make-et akarsz mondani az and make helyett?
Cupboard.